Client description. Angela is a 16-year-old high school student. She is failing almost all of her classes. She is doing drugs and being rebellious towards her parents and teachers. Angela describes herself as an outcast and says that she prefers spending time doing drugs with her friends rather than doing her schoolwork and engaging in extracurricular school activities. Although she is unwilling, her parents insist that she attends therapy so that she can get her life back on track. Hello, Angela. What brings you here today?
I don't know. My parents are forcing me to come here. I guess it's because I'm failing almost all my classes and because I'd rather do drugs with my friends than play sports. I'd say I'm an outcast because I just don't care about school and I don't really fit in with most kids at my school.
Why do you think that you don't care about school?
Well, I'm not good at it. It makes me feel stupid when I just don't get what my teachers are explaining.
So, is that why you would rather do drugs with your friends instead of doing your homework?
Yeah, I mean, the only time I'm happy is when I'm with my friends and we're just hanging out doing drugs.
It seems to me that there are two of your basic human needs coming into play: your need to love and be able to depend on others, in this case your friends, and your need to feel like you're succeeding at something worthwhile. Since you feel like you're unable to succeed at school, you choose to focus on your friendships because those are worthwhile for you.
Well, I hadn't really thought about it like that, but I guess you're right. I wish I was better at school and played sports, but I'm not sure that that's my thing.
You seem to be feeling that you're not good at anything related to school, so you're letting yourself be influenced by the behaviors of your friends. Angela, what do you want to happen? What would your quality world look like?
In a perfect world, I'd stop doing drugs, I'd be an amazing student, I'd get A's in all my classes and play varsity softball. I'd also be able to talk to my parents without feeling overwhelmed by them. But I feel like my parents and my teachers put so much pressure on me that I don't even want to try. I just want them to leave me alone.
Have you tried to tell them to leave you alone? If so, how have you tried? And is what you're doing working?
I haven't really told them to leave me alone. I just sort of tuned them out and ignored them. Now that I think about it, it hasn't really been working because they're still always on my case, and I still constantly feel pressured by them. I just want to reach my goals and be a good student and play softball so that I can feel good about myself and so my parent and teachers won't put so much pressure on me anymore.
Angela, what are you doing to move closer to your goal? Do you think that your current behavior is helping you move closer to your goal? If not, what might be some other things you could try?
I guess what I'm doing is destructive and isn't helping me get to where I want to be. Doing drugs definitely isn't helping me in school, so if I quit and made some new friends who are more involved in school activities, I think that will help me become a better student. I could even try out for, junior varsity softball team, or maybe make it onto the varsity team someday.
Those are all very good examples of some things that you can do to help you reach your goal. In order for you to achieve these things, what we need to do is focus on your total behavior, which includes how you act, think, feel, and your physiology. Angela, you can only choose how you act and think, what you do. And people generally have more control over their actions than their thinking. So even though you cannot choose your feelings and physiology, the kinds of actions that you take will influence those things. It seems that the way you are currently acting is making you feel rebellious towards your parents and teachers. So we need to work on that. Switch roles. But I feel like no adult in my life understands me. I'm so annoyed with my parents and teachers always telling me what to do.
Angela, you seem to be living by an external control philosophy. You're blaming others because you believe that they are the cause of your unhappiness. I want to help you realize that you can instead live by an internal control philosophy, where you are the one actively choosing your own behaviors. For example, rather than saying, I'm so annoyed with my parents and teachers always telling me what to do, try saying, I'm annoying myself because I'm not doing what they tell me to do. Instead of perceiving yourself as the victim, try seeing yourself as having the freedom to make your own choices. Angela's going to be quiet because she's taking time to reflect. Okay. Angela, I don't want you to feel that I'm attacking you or criticizing you. I'm just trying to help you see that what you are doing isn't going to help you move closer to your goal. I completely understand where you're coming from. When I was your age, I thought that speaking to my parents about my problems wouldn't help, so I just wanted them to give me my space. I also fell in with the wrong crowd, and in order to avoid the pressure that I felt trying to please my parents, I also fell in with the wrong crowd in order to avoid the pressure that I felt trying to please my parents and teachers.
But I can't help but feel like a victim. They just don't understand me, and I feel like I can't talk to them about anything. But in a way, I guess I see what you mean. I never thought about where my parents and teachers were coming from. I also didn't think about my parents accepting my ability to make my own choices. Maybe I am building a wall between me and my parents. It's so much easier talking to you. I wish I could talk openly about all of this with my parents.
It is funny that you say that, Angela, because I have a surprise for you. Your parents are here and they would like to sit in on this session, but I will only bring them in if I have your consent. It is your choice. Are you ready to allow your parents to be a part of this session?
Wow, that was unexpected. I don't feel ready today, but maybe next time they can join us.
You see what you did there? You used your freedom to make your own choice.
I did, didn't I? I just chose what I felt was right. I wasn't worried about pleasing you. I'm starting to see that it's not always about pleasing others, but it's about what makes me happy.
Very good, Angela. Now let us come up with a plan to get you where you want to be by focusing on things that are within your control, your own thoughts and actions. Since we have already discussed what your quality world looks like and what you can do to fulfill your wants, now we can begin to have you evaluate yourself in order to see if what you intend to do will work for you. I would like you to write down all of the free times you have and the ways in which you interact with other students so that you can consider if what you are doing is helping you reach your goals. In addition, I would like for you to make a list of all the times that you use drugs and who you are around when you are using, so that you can begin to see how much time you spend around a neighborhood. Do you think you can do that?
Yeah, I guess I could do that.
Our plan for you should be simple, attainable, measurable, immediate, controlled, consistent, and most of all, I want you to be committed to it. Can you commit, Angela?
Yes, I can. I want to finally take control of my life and make better choices.
That's good to hear, Angela. I would like you to start by trying to do some of your homework for each of your classes and by trying out for the junior varsity softball team. I also want you to make sure to write down all of your free times and make a list of all the times you use so that the next time we can assess both lists and see what's better, more beneficial ways you can spend your free time. And hopefully we can help you to see that you don't need to do drugs in order to feel close to people or feel worthwhile.
Okay, I like that plan. I'm definitely going to try to do all those things. I'm starting to feel better already. I'll see you next week.